Please stand for O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome students, staff, and guests to our 2021 Remembrance Day ceremony. Breton High School would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge that we are gathered today within the homeland of several First Nations communities and Métis of Treaty 6 area. Previous to the treaties, this land was shared by many nations in both its usage and care. We would also like to acknowledge the traditional knowledge holders and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us.
Please wear a poppy, the lady said, and held one forth. But I shook my head, then I stopped and watched as she offered them there. And her face was old and lined with care. Beneath the scars the years had made there remained a smile that refused to fade. A boy came whistling down the street, bouncing along on carefree feet. His smile was full of joy and fun. "Lady," said he, "may I have one?" When she pinned it on, he turned to say, "Why do we wear a poppy today?" The lady smiled in her wistful way and answered, "This is Remembrance Day, and the poppy there is a symbol for the gallant ones who died in war. And because they did, you and I are free. That's why we wear the poppy, you see. I had a boy about your size, with golden hair and big blue eyes. He loved to play and jump and shout. Free as a bird he would race about. As the years went by, he learned and grew and became a man, as will you, too. But the war went on and he had to stay, and all I could do was wait and pray. His letters told of the dreadful plight. I can see it still in my dreams at night. With the tanks and guns and cruel barbed wire, and the mines and bullets and the bombs and fire. Till at last, the war was won, and that's why we wear a poppy, son. The small boy turned as if to go, then said, "Thanks, lady, I'm glad to know. That sure did sound like an awful fight. But your son, did he come back all right?" A tear rolled down each faded cheek. She shook her head, but didn't speak. I slunk away in a sort of shame, and if you were me you'd have done the same. For our thanks in giving is oft delayed, though our freedom was bought and thousands paid. And so when we see a poppy worn, let us reflect on the burden borne by those who gave their very all when asked to answer their country's call, that we at home in peace might live, then wear a poppy, remember and give.
have 2 minutes of silence.
Please be seated.
They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
They were young as we are young. They served, giving freely of themselves. To them we pledge, amid the winds of time, to carry their torch and never forget. We will remember them.
In Flanders field the poppies blow, between the crosses row and row, that mark our place, and in the sky larks shall bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead sure days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, now we lie in Flanders field. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw, the torch be yours, to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though the poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Talk of trouble is sent through the country, and we need an army to fight for the right. Young men enlist and are sent to the battle to fight the offender and help our allies. And the young men cry, "Oh, Canada, we'll gladly go and fight for thee." And the young men cry, "Oh, Canada, we'll fight to keep you free." The battle's raging Gunfire is blazing, a tired young soldier is clinging to life. He's ordered on and obeys by advancing, no hope of returning from the enemy fire. And the soldier cries, "Oh, Canada, if it must be so, I'll die for thee." And the soldier cries, "Oh, Canada, I'll die to keep you free." And we own this, oh Canada, the land where we all used to be. And we all long for Canada, the true north, strong and free. The soldier cries, "Oh Canada, if it must be so, I'll die for thee." And the soldier cries, "Oh Canada, I'll die to keep you free." Far away we have seen a great danger, and yet there's a danger much greater within. The noise we make as we constantly bicker would hush not a whisper if we listen to hear all the thousands cry, "Oh Canada, is that why we have died for thee?" And the soldiers cry, "Oh Canada, we died to keep you free." And the soldier cries, "Oh Canada, be true and strong for me."
We would also like to give a huge thanks to all of the veterans who protected and continue to protect our country and made it what it is today.